If they give you ruled paper, write the other way. How many of you have ever bought clothes that you didn't like but your friends told you to buy because they said it would look cool? How many of you have ever gone to a movie that you didn't care about but you still went to it because your friends wanted to go to it? Have any of you ever picked on someone because they thought, because all your friends were doing it and everyone around you was doing it too, so you thought it was okay? This phenomenon is called social conformity, and it occurs when someone does what his or her friends or the people around them are doing to feel socially accepted and to avoid social punishment. Social conformity is especially significant in schools around the world, where students feel a strong degree of pressure to be part of cliques or groups so that they feel socially accepted and comfortable, and so that they feel that they just fit in. Social conformity, however, is a dangerous practice because it will ultimately destroy our identities and cause us to abandon individualism and its values. Humans have a desire to rationalize behavior that highlights their insecurities and causes them to realize them. If we see someone skip roping through a hallway, we think he's crazy or he's weird. Why? Because he's defying the norm. He's not doing what is normal. So through our own fears, because of course we would be too afraid to do this ourselves, we dismiss them as someone who's crazy or weird. It is through this basic example of social conformity that we can see the constant pressure that teenagers during their adolescence feel to be part of groups of people so that they feel like they're part of the majority and so that they feel comfortable. The Asch conformity experiments were a series of experiments conducted during the 1960s. In it, groups of 6 or 7 college students were brought into rooms to take a vision test. In the vision test, there were 3 lines on the left side of the screen and 1 line on the right side of the screen. The students were asked to identify one of the lines on the left side of the screen with 1 line on the right side of the screen regarding their length. But there was a catch. In each of the groups tested, all of the students except for 1 were informed about the purpose of the experiment and were told to answer incorrectly. What happened? 12 out of the 18 students, each in a different group that was tested, answered the question incorrectly, even though it was pretty obvious what the answer was. The Asch conformity experiments helped to unveil the majority influencing society that we all live in. Social conformity strongly jeopardizes individualism and its values. Imagine the following 2 situations. In the first situation, you're with your friends, walking on the street. Suddenly, them and a bunch of other people that you don't know gang up on some guys. They start hitting them. They start breaking windows. They start graffitiing walls. They start looting stores. You don't know why they're doing this. You don't know any reason why they would possibly be doing this. So you stand there, thinking whether to leave or to stay. Suddenly you feel this strong rush of pressure and anxiety and stress as some people from the mob start looking at you as if you were some weird animal with a hint of contempt in their eyes. You feel so stressed and anxious, you take the easy way out and you succumb to this mob mentality. You partake in these horrible actions and you become part of this system, this machine. You are not an individual anymore. In the second situation, you're committing the same act, except this time, amidst all that car burning, looting, and vandalism, you realize that what you're doing is not right. So you stand back. You look at that giant mass of people. They bear down on your small, individual body. That you stand there, strong and confident, and you tell them, what we are doing is not right. On closer inspection, one can see how it is very difficult to act in coherence with one's own interests and desires. Especially, it is hard in today's society. But if you choose to do so, I and the rest of those real individuals in this world will commend you. For you have achieved one of the highest forms of courage possible, and you should be extremely proud of yourself. Adolescence is an important stage in the life of every human being. It is a time when we can experiment with ourselves and the world around us to create our own identities. If we ever find ourselves playing a part on a stage that does not reflect us, it is okay. We can jump off that stage. We are in our youth. That is our privilege. Voice your beliefs and your desires, because this will help you to develop your own unique and beautiful identities. This will allow you to succeed in life. You do not have to continue down this path of social conformity that will eventually destroy you. You do not have to wait until your adult years or until the end of your life to realize that you wasted it all trying to live like others. The Indian philosopher Osho teaches, if you try to become Buddha, you may become an imitation Buddha. You may look like Buddha, you may walk like Buddha, you may talk like Buddha, but you will miss. You will miss all that life was ready to deliver to you. The path of life awaits you with thousands of opportunities on it. Seize these opportunities by proclaiming your convictions, your opinions, and by pursuing your own passions. Do not have fear. Do not have shame. Do not be another sheep in the flock. Go out there and be someone this year. Be someone special and different. And experience true happiness, not temporary contentment, knowing that you have accomplished one of the hardest challenges that humanity faces today, being yourself.